Alright guys, it's your boy Rhoku. This is probably one of the first games I'm going to use in the Unranked to Master video. I don't really know the rank of this game specifically because, like, you know, the account doesn't really have that many ranked games on it. But I do know that there's one person who is silver, not silver, bronze 2, which would qualify this game to be somewhere around bronze. I need my ward.
Never retreat.
Minions have spawned.
What? Alright, cool.
First blood.
Yeah, okay. I have to just mute chat. I have to just mute chat because I cannot CB, like, I CBA with these people, right?
My destination is clear.
I don't want to flame low rank players. It's not their fault. And let's have champion name too. There we go. Alrighto. Some of you guys might remember the specific account I'm using from a certain video we did a while ago. But yeah,
I do not tolerate cowardice.
I'm gonna start to push in. Kha'Zix started red. Alright. Once I get my E, I can go for an all-in.
Weakling.
Nice. Okay, let's put the ward down. Get some vision.
Of all. Death by my hand.
Okay, he's level 3. Is this guy even, like... He doesn't really care too much about CSing, it seems like.
Make no mistakes.
There we go. That's his ignite down. I'll take that. We didn't hit the minion wave too much, so it still pushes into me. Let's get our boots in. HB.
I have my order.
Okay. If I went into the jungle, I'd try to go for some kills, but... Okay, he should kite to me. Should kite. I guess he can't. He just gets mobbed. Should be able to get this Katarina at least. Okay. Kill's a kill at least.
You have slain an enemy.
Out of all that, we at least get one return kill on me. So, not too bad. Everyone's dying, which sucks, but it seems to be a standard me kill everyone sort of match. They do have a lot of things that will stand in my way though.
Not rest.
Invisibility is one of them. A lot of mobility is another one. Okay. There we go. Nice.
Has been slain.
The thing about low elo players is that you only have to try hard until your first kill, right? After you get that first kill, you crack open that first mistake, they just crumble and they non-stop feed you kills. A lot of players, like, a lot of the skill difference in low elo comes from how players play when they're ahead, but the skill difference in high elo more so comes how players play when they're behind,
My
right?
destination is clear.
Like how they have to fight against pressure and when they're behind, when they're disadvantaged. So when it comes to top lane, it's like, you know, a platinum is going to carry the game harder than a silver, but once you crack them open, they're going to feed the same. So, yeah. You just got to look for these mistakes and then just start farming them, start milking them.
I do not tolerate cowardice. Strength above all.
All right. We can go for, like, E trades. One, and then the next one I should be able to kill him. I also have ghosts, so if I catch him here, I just straight kill him.
Make no mistakes.
Kha'Zix is mid again. I think to win this game, I have to counter gank the Kha'Zix and kill them both mid. I played that so badly.
I have my orders.
The trade you have to do against Gnar is EWQ, which gets better once you get Stride Breaker, by the way. So you can do like EWQ Stride, right? With Gnar, RWQ means you hit the RW, but then the Q won't land, and Q is like arguably the most important thing that you gotta land. Just getting this plant. Graves is bot side, so he's not gonna get it. So I'm not like stealing from him.
Weakness.
Alright, let's get in here. He has no R, so he can't exactly stop me from killing him. I didn't have to ult there, but I just wanted to make sure I killed him. That was a... it's a comfort ult, I guess.
An ally has been slain.
I'm getting really fed, so I should be set to carry the game 1v9. They should be careful, because Katarina's gonna kill them all. Actually, no, I'll get longsword.
I will not rest.
I'll go strat, actually. Not a Triforce game. Like, this is not a Triforce game. The thing with, like, going damage-based builds and going Triforce is that, like, when you die 1 to 2 times, your usefulness just goes out the window, right? So when you die while you have Stridebreaker, and the bright side, you can still do some stuff, right? Combo things. It's just way harder to get back into the game as Darius when you're going for a damage-based build. This is also the case for, like, damage items in general, right? There's a lot of players who build, like, damage items for fun. Oh, rip. And the thing with those damage builds is that while you are fed, you're going to destroy everyone. But the second you die, the game is basically over, and you're kind of just useless. Not gonna, you know, give up the pressure.
With overwhelming force.
Irelia is still fighting the Katarina, which is a bad idea. Let's just tilt, you know. Did I hit the turret? Oh my god. Oh, well, dude. I'm not messing up anything too badly to like cost the game, but these tiny mistakes just cringe myself with. Alright, Kha'Zix is here. Good. I can kill them both. Or just kill the Kha'Zix with the Graves.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Let's go back to base then. Get our breaker of strides.
Strength above all.
Alright, welcome back. One of the worst things I can do is die to the Katarina or the Kha'Zix. Like in this game. Because that's how the enemy team is playing it, right? They're playing off of these guys. most of the Katarina Kha'Zix is just farming really badly. So, yeah. Dying to her would be really bad. Potentially cost the game. Dying to him would be quite bad too.
Make no mistakes.
Oof.
I have my orders.
There we go. Finally did it properly. And you can see why I do it. It took half his health, and why is he walking up? The thing with Darius is that his E cost goes down as he levels, right? And his mana pool gets a bit more bearable. So you can actually kind of use your E a few times for trades like that. Oof, if we can get this Katarina, that'll be quite nice for us.
An ally has been slain.
Rise.
Gotta save the E for the ult cancel. Jesus Christ, I'm tilted. Ah! God. Okay, I was just tilted. God, she has exhaust, man. Oof, okay. At least we died to the Shaco. I did not expect her to have exhaust. Jesus, that's why she's cheesing the Irelia so much. I'm gonna go Swifties. I gotta overcome a ton of slows this game. Legit unplayable. Jesus Christ, man. Ugh. I played that really badly, man. Not good. Luckily, the Shaco got the kill, right? But unluckily, I griefed. So yeah, we gotta wait for our summons again and then go for things. Pretty sure Graves gets a free, oof, unfortunate. Alright, let's shove this in. I don't think the Nars here. I'll cut him off. Sup, bro? Okay, never mind. Shaco's here as well.
Never retreat.
Okay. Let's go. Once you get enough of a lead, you can just one combo people with Stridebreaker. Like, Stride is just so perfect when you're like trying to get someone and just abuse them undeterred. Like a Gnaw or a Gangplank or something like that. Okay, let's get out of here. I'll take it. I'll die to the Shaco. I had to make sure, like, I autoed that clone, and I was like, there's no way he takes this much damage from one auto when I'm running Stridebreaker. So I hit the other one too, and I was like, yep, that's the one, and I one-tapped him. Oof, we're doing fine so far, right? Like, we made up our grief earlier. Oh, they didn't even get anyone. Oof. You'd think that Graves would just stop playing around the Irelia, but it's kind of his fault. Like, if someone, okay, as a jungler or a roamer character, when somebody is really weak, you have two options, right? You have to either just go for kills and help them, or just abandon them and help other people. Okay, so for this game, this Irelia is not gonna ever be useful, right? We gotta let her side lane against the Gnar or something, and just get farms so that she can get Bork, and then she can be useful. So the right play for Graves is to just, you know, chill out and, you know, not play around mid lane. Now that does suck because mid lane is most of the map, but there's not much you can do at that point. That's why mid gap is one of the worst roles that can be gapped. Alright, nice. Shaka thought he could actually kill me, which is hilarious. That's the thing though, in lower ranks, people really just throw like meat at you, expecting it to put you down. So once you get fed, these 2v1s are just so easy to pick up. Alright, no one's up here, so I can... Do I want to take this? Yeah, I'll take it. And we back. I'll just back on the spot. I have a ton of gold here. With Sterox, I should be able to tank this creature. I'll go for more ADD with Death Stance. And this should complete our little build here. I'll save my flash for the Katarina. Now that I'm aware of the fact that she doesn't have flash, I can give my flash to... Give up my flash to kill her. Woof, okay, this is not good. Nice, nice, that was pretty good, that was pretty good. Pretty nice exhaust.
Never retreat.
She should back off. Unfortunately, I had to be here to make sure they didn't do anything crazy with the prio from murdering our whole team. But, you know, we killed the Katarina, which is like the step 1 to winning this game. Let me shove this out, then I'll go back mid. Alright, I got my flash now, so I can kill everyone with it. I unfortunately don't have my ghost, but it is what it is. Let's see what we can get here. Can't really get anything through a flank.
Destination is clear.
Okay, Grace has just started the dragon. Nice. Anyone else? There we go. The more I kill a Katarina, the more eroded her lead becomes, and the easier I can just 1v9 the game as a fed monster. Another thing is that, like, some people are aware of Darius' Noxian Might, like, you know, how it works in these low ranks, but not a lot of people are aware of just how much you can transfer it, right? Like, you kill one person, and you use Ghost or Flash to just go on the other person and, you know, catch them and kill them. That's the kind of, like, cheesy, like, you know, post-teamfight plays that people just are not aware of. But with how Ghost works, you can just, you know, like, really pick up a ton of kills off of people who just don't even expect it. Oh. Yeah, I'm dead. Oof. That was kind of unfortunate how I died there. I overestimated my power, but I was too greedy to waste anything serious on the Shaco and the Gnar. Because, like, they're not really that worth my sums, whereas the Katarina is, the Kha'Zix is. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on. But I got my ghost now, so I should be good to kill everyone. I'll get Sweeper because one of the things that are annoying to deal with is Shaco's boxes, right? It's just, like... Oof. Rip. Unlucky. Maybe if you got, like, a crit on some of those autos, he would have killed her. But that's a big maybe, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about how fed she is, like... Because I've only killed her when she was, like, having her guard down. I might just wait for my flash to come back up before I go for her.
Exploit every weakness.
I gotta give orders. Irelia, match Gnar. Let's hope she follows orders.
Noxus
Jesus. Alright, they're all coming down here, so we can't exactly stick around.
I will not rest.
Just trying to ping him so he looks at the map. Well, the point of like looking at the map is over, but still. Pretty sure we can get a lot done. Oof, Jesus, she's so fed. God, she's really fed. Okay. What do I even get into this? Yeah. Getting MR is just so insane, but like, she really is their only source of damage. So I'll go for Spirit Visage to go together with my Death Stance. And I was right in needing Flash. Like, I really need Flash against the Katarina. She also... whatever. What is going on, man?
Never retreat.
There is no point giving orders to these guys. It's like it's like playing the RTS, but your units don't like listen to your commands.
My destination is clear.
Little bit of an annoyance. Jeez, how long is that Callista vision? Why does it take 3 people to kill that Gnar? Okay, okay, we caught the Katarina here. Hope they caught her. Ah, God.
Strength above
Be careful. Not sure if Baron's the right call here.
Make no mistake.
No fishes, unfortunately.
I'll protect you.
Let's get this turret real quick. Just a free turret. They get the dragon, we get mid turret. Not the worst trade-off. Okay, let's get out of here. Don't. We need to recall.
Stay alert.
An ally has been slain.
Noxus.
Right. Jesus, gotta really just put on my big carry pants.
I will not rest.
Don't think they're doing it. Jesus Christ. Nice. Oh. My enemies are silver too. Okay. No shield. Nice.
Carve a path. Never retreat.
Let's go. Ah, you had one job. All right, whatever. I was just greedy, honestly. My bad. Okay, there's like, this is so winnable. Like, this is so winnable. Jesus Christ. I'll go for gargoyles, honestly. The thing I kind of don't like about gargoyles is that it decays, right? It just decays, which makes it like It's kind of effective initially, but not so much later. I'll sell the boots for mercs, so I don't get stopped. That's important. I need something with move speed, I think. I'll go for this winged moonplate, and I'll build whatever they need me to once I fight the enemy. Like, I'll see who gets fed, and I'll build according to that. But yeah, Death Stance is putting in work, which is great. Careful, little guy. I should have probably just baited them. Only appeared after she started killing them. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. That moment when you remember the Placidium. Okay, okay, I gooped up. Oh, thank you. Let's go, let's go. Okay. See, that's the value of knowing exactly how much damage your ultimate does, no matter the stacks. Ugh. How do you miss that on? Okay. I cannot flame. They're bronze. They're silver. Alrighto, nice. I need a bit of gold actually. I'll go for Dead Man's, by the way. It's more move speed overall. And also, I'm kind of skimping in terms of building against their more armored damage dealers. More AD damage dealers, right? Because eventually the Kalista and the Kha'Zix will do damage. Also, the Nar's actually doing some damage to me too. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly because of the extra move speed that this provides me with, which is huge. Since if you notice in a lot of these fights, I'm just getting, like, outran. There's no escape! Nice, finally. Oh, finally they're useful. Jesus Christ, after all that carrying, they picked it up the pace and they're actually useful. Oh, don't mind if I do. A delicious little Kalista. Give him that healing. Oof, nice. Alright, we just straight 1v9 that. I mean, that's the thing with these low elo games, right? It's like, no matter how messed up the game gets, and you guys saw, like, this earlier was griefing, it just got really messed up, and we still won it. Because we're super fed, we stomped every fight we could. And yeah, we held the game long enough until the team was useful. And that's basically it. Alright, GG. Great game, great start. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next match. Alright, what's up guys, it's me, Rhoku, back with more Unranked to Diamond or Master, depending on what kind of games I get. We're just, you know, this is the bronze game, our second one, hopefully, and our last. We're up against Dr. Mundo top, and we have a Jack Yuumi bot lane, which is normal, I guess. Get a flash out of that fight, which is basically perfect. But yeah, this is a very weird game, but I guess it's, you know, normal as far as bronze games go. You know, the thing with this account is that, like, like this is the one I used for the collab with Spear Shot. So I have no clue where the MMR of this account is now. Like, just kind of forgot about it. Where it's like, hey, I have a account in bronze already, or maybe silver, because I hadn't played the games for it yet. But anyway, we're here to dunk on some MFers. Let's move to top, and I'm ranking E, by the way. A lot of players think that it's not a good idea to rank E against Mundo, but the thing is, earlier on, Mundo's passive is like, you know, it has a massive cooldown. So if you use your E once, you should be able to pull him when his E is down again. I'm just looking for an E here. Alright, we pick this up. Now what's going to happen is when he walks up, I'm going to flash E him and kill him. Just tank that. I don't want it to have the cannon. Then it nearly shows up I killed them, both of my minions. 3, 2, 1. Quite easy. Elementary. Now the smart thing for the Mundo to do there, after losing his flash, will be to recall and then teleport back into lane. But the thing with loyal players is that they're very greedy and they're very like unwilling to give things up. Right? Like to him, like wasting teleport to get to the lane is like a bad thing to do, right? But it's just his only necessary, like it's his only move where he doesn't just get destroyed like he just did right now. But, you know, this is bronze, I guess, after all. So players are not going to be very smart about their larger decisions. Okay, this, I think the Jax is just griefing us. So I'll have to just pop off insanely hard to have a chance of winning this game. We'll see what I'll build. Triforce would probably still work out for me here. But if, you know, the game gets out of hand too much, like the Zai gets massively fed or something like that, then I will go for Strikebreaker. I don't have lethal tempo, so going for things like Divine and stuff are only, you know, they're only options if I get, like, behind. Like, if I get behind Mundo, I'll go for Divine Sunder, but, you know, it's not gonna happen, is it? Oh, I missed that. I have Ghost up soon, so I can just run him down. That hits me, man. Jesus Christ, my key didn't land. Ah, unlucky. We still kill him, but Jesus Christ. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Oof. The ghost just cut out at the exact time. And I was boned. But yeah, if I had actually landed my E in the beginning of the fight, I would just kill him there. But yeah, that's the importance of E in this fight. In this lane, rather. You gotta get your E on Mundo, like way before the fight starts, or at least in the beginning of the fight. Because he does lose HP once he procs his passive. Not too bad of a situation, though. Gotta get down here so the Xin doesn't get destroyed. Alright. I lose CS, but Xin lives. Like, sometimes you do help out, it's just not like a stat thing. So if I just stood here and, you know, CS'd, that would have been a mistake, because my jungler would die to the Mundo. But yeah, we moved, he backed off, we get the kill. For basically nothing. So yeah. Jax has 3 deaths. Not good. This is a Merc Treads game, by the way. Need the tenacity. For those of you wondering, I am going to resolve. Because it Not resolve. I'm running sorcery. Yeah, because I need to move speed, and I don't really need to resolve into the Mundo match if I just straight beat him.
Destination is clear.
All right.
Exploit every weakness.
Okay, let's get into the river. What is Jax doing? Nilly's here, by the way. Okay, he actually gets the kill. That's quite impressive. I guess even a blind squirrel finds a nut eventually.
Death by my hand.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Alright, we're back in lane. We poached a crab from the Nidalee. And not the Zin because Zin is like on the other side of the map. So it's like any jungle camps that are from the enemy, or camps like this one or this one that like they're kind of, you can take them for free. But if you ever look at a camp and it's like, if you don't take them, the enemy will take them, then it's for sure worth it for you to get them. You know, you shouldn't even care about, oh, I'm stealing seals from my jungler. You know, because it's just like either I get it or the enemy gets it, you know? Like, if you guys lose a turret, and then, you know, there's your red buff up, then it's worth it to take the red buff if you can, because the enemy's going to get it. But that's only if you're at the red buff as they take the turret, because otherwise, going to the red buff is just risking your life. Got quite a meaty lead here in terms of XP. Oof, I don't want to freeze though. I want to roam and get kills out.
With overwhelming force.
Let's go stop. Jax is on him too. Nice. It was a pretty good gank actually.
Not tolerate cowardice.
I had to E him early so that Jax could get Counter-Strike off on him. Once he could, that was just quite an easy kill. Like, even though some teammates are a little, you know, not on this planet right now-ish, it's good to, like, make use of what you have.
Noxus will rise.
Oof. Yeah, I kind of want that plate. Okay, come on, come on. Alright, nice. He lives. We get a ton of gold. Alright. I'll build a bunch of components and stuff. Triforce is pretty okay in here, but I might go for Stride anyway. We'll see. I think, like, if I can get even more fed, Triforce for sure. But if if the lane is a bit stagnant, then Stray Breaker. Because Stride's going to help me set up kills and then get fed off of that, right? Stride sets things up too. Whereas Triforce is just like, you know, just for even more damage. Not sure if I can follow up on this properly. He should dip in right now. Because the moon might cheese him. Okay, nice. Nice, good. Pretty good from him. Damn. Maybe he was griefing now. I mean, he's still griefing because the Yumi's solo laning bot lane. But, well, at least he's doing something. Definitely a Triforce game then. What's it with these people and just hacking the CS? Okay, let's ward this out. Okay, their ball lane's here, which makes this a bit more of a difficult situation to fight.
Have my orders.
Morgana definitely warded that or something. I do not have Triforce yet, and I don't think backing on Sheen is too impactful here. So I'm gonna take this, CS it a bit more, and then their kills here. Let's go down here. Jax is gonna set up a kill on the Syndra. Oh, he didn't flash in time. At least he got the kill. Jesus Christ. Ah, I don't reach her. Ugh. A lot of move speed. Oh, kitten, come on. Alright, I have Ghost up in 20, so might be able to get something. Oh, she has Eclipse already. And she's running the Hokusai build. It's not easy for me to fight. I need her to land like a thing on her. Nice, there we go. Oh, I need the move speed. Okay, she should keep the... Come on, come on, come on. Nice, alright, it didn't matter. Nice, alright. I got a shop. Woof. As long as they're just, like, not coordinated like that, the Yuumi can just sit on me, throw things out without even thinking, and I can capitalize off of that. So, well, I was chasing the Nidalee, not just to get the, like... When I was chasing the Nidalee, it was important that the Yuumi sit on me like she did, because if she got off, right, or like if I backed off and would recall there or something, I would lose the Yuumi AD, and because I had the bonus 80 from her, my bleed would definitely kill her there. And also my my executioners here stops the Nidalee heal from doing too much. Okay, I'm in no condition to fight anymore. I got no sums, got no ult. So I'm gonna instead take down this turret because, like, the thing about these low ranks is that people do not care about, like, turrets and objectives at all. So, like, even if your team is a bit behind, you can just, like, sneak 2, 3, 4 turrets and just have it so that the enemy team is in such a bad position to fight for all objectives. Because to fight for objectives, like to fight for Dragon, you need a prio mid, and it's good to have prio bot as well. Because with prio, it's easier to take the river positions, right? Okay. We're, dying. I'm pretty sure I can one combo the Syndra. Just like that. She's got to be tired of being destroyed like that at this point. Because Jax has been, like, jumping on her non-stop, too. Okay. I might get a red buff in here. In case I don't, I'll just use the blast cone to jump off. Nice. Is she just doing the... Where did the Nidalee go? Alright, cool. I just need one more camp and I can get, or one more wave / camp and I can get my, Sterax. Death Sense is pretty good here, but the thing is, right, they have, like, all the damage in the Saya, and I don't want to risk it. Like, I'm playing this game a bit more consistently, rather than just relying on my, like, mechanics to just brute force through everyone. And despite the fact that he's basically just trolling, Jax is the only consistent teammate I have who kind of, like, follows up with me. I mean, there's Yuumi too, but Yumi's less of a teammate and more of a, like, a parasite that just gives you some buffs. Maybe parasite's not the best word for it, but, you know. I say it like it is, man. I say it like it is. Alright, once I get my flash, I'm gonna get in here, join the NA RAM, and start killing motherfuckers. Did she see me? I must have stepped on a ward because they were sieging this turret a while back. Where's the Saya? There she's mid. Okay. We're free to keep pushing this. I'd love to walk in there and kill them all, but like without flash it's just not too feasible. Like they have so many like long range abilities to just keep me at bay. I'll put like wards down here. Oh. Alright, never mind. Had I pulled her instantly, maybe it's a viable play, but I didn't. So it's not. What? This guy's spears are kind of weird. I'll just pay more attention to them, but
Carve a path.
we shall see. Okay, that's one. Killer two. Oh, God. I didn't auto-attack. Shit, stopwatch. She has hourglass first item. Okay, that's a bit crazy. Not good, so I guess my 1k bounty. Yeah. I limit tested a bit too hard. She also had her barrier, so my Q wouldn't even kill her even if it landed. Playing it alone is not too viable, it seems. Gotta play off of these bozos. Or at least have the Yumi on me when I go for something like that, because she's kind of important. I might just go for, like this.
Make no mistakes.
Because of not just the Mundo, but the healing they got is a little annoying to me. This Jax is getting on my nerves, but he's all I got, so I can't get mad at him. Oh god. Okay. Let's see what's, like, you know, up for grabs mid kill-wise. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And they back off. Ugh. Sag. For sure they know I'm here. Dude, they played so, like, bizarrely. Like these rotations on the map that they're doing is just... Are they just sitting in that bush? Just... Huh. Okay, well, Dragon's up in 20 seconds.
With overwhelming force.
I don't think we can fight for it, though. I'm not gonna go 1v4. Get Morgana stunned and then just killed instantly. What are these, like, super bizarre, like, spears? Okay, I'm dead. God. Jax can actually kill everyone here. Should get on the Jax. Nice. Oh, man. Hourglass in Italy. Maybe the... Oh, no, she can't. Rip. Rip, 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 man. I really need Death Stance here. Like, just to delay the damage, maybe. Like, I got so much CC that it's impossible for me to effectively move around fights. Like, I cannot go in first. The Xin has to just start the fights, because he can at least have his ultimate to protect him.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Oh, God. Alright. Let's see what we can find here. Let's go fishing.
Strength above
What's that
all.
move speed, bro? Jeez. Oh no. Nice try, I guess. Okay, she gets nothing. She's no ult. Okay. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm just greeting at this point. Alright, go. Let's get out of here, kitten. The Jack's help, we could have gotten away with that a bit earlier, but it's fine. It's not like I'd die there. Also, it's better for the Yuumi to just get out and auto the turret with me there. Since the point is to get the turn and leave, but it's fine. We get out anyway. Excuse me. I need a bit more go for death stance, actually. So wait for this to push back. Actually, I'll just recall. I'll just recall and sell deep blade. It's too risky to just sit here. Bing, bing, bong. Nice. Okay. We're quite powerful at the current moment. I'll go for a Spirit Visage, actually. Like, my build overall is going to be kind of crazy when the Yuumi gets on me, but not so much when the Yuumi is off of me. You got a lot of ways to waste my time, though. See ya! Who's next, bro? Who's next? Yo, just hit the chain, hit the chain! Thank you. Alright, nice, nice. Perfect, perfect. 3, 2. Oh, no more! Okay, I griefed, I completely griefed it. I completely griefed it. Oh, yeah, he doesn't win this. He's not blocking any of the... He's not even dodging the hatchets, man. Yeah. Alright, alright. I play that so horrendously bad. Like, it was a great play, but I played that so badly. My bad. Oof. Surely LeBlanc gets the kill here, no? Nice. Get out. Get out. Jump out. We're killing buddies. That's a bit of a morbid thing to say, isn't it? We're killing buddies. Like, are they buddies in killing, or are they killing people who are buddies? Like, that's what I want to know. I'm out here asking the real questions. This is annoying. I'm gonna need... I think Gargoyle's like my only viable option. I need to just tank up against everything at once. I don't know why this Zin's, like, basically not even playing the match. He's, like... I don't even think I've seen him on my screen once while I'm alive, just going for plays. Huh. Okay, let's get this camp, I guess. If we just one-tap that thing. Yeah, okay. I gotta go back to base. And not get destroyed. LeBlanc should go back to base, ideally, but, you know how it is. Does it even kill her here?
We got the zoomies.
Alright, we actually don't have our jungler here, so going for anything is quite difficult. Zaya should back off though, we're just walking towards her. Bro, why is she following me? Do your own thing, help him or something.
Stay alert.
I'm so miffed this game. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, that's landed. Okay. Let's go. Nice. Okay, she flashed. Nice. I'm pretty sure this might be like a crazy idea, but I think Dead Man's is the go-to here. Yo, yo! I don't know how that didn't just one-shot her, but okay. Yeah, Dead Man's is definitely the go-to here, I think. I need the new speed.
They will regret opposing me.
100 more and I get it. Nice. Alright, we have our Dead Man's plate. We can go on the map way better now. Okay, I kind of griefed by going this then. Yumi already bought it. Yeah, my bad. Come on, kitten.
Not rest.
Hurry up. Okay, Zaya likes to be alone bot lane, so I can just come up here and kill her. There is a chance she's taking camps in the jungle.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
She definitely took the blue buff. She took that. Wish I had sweeper.
Noxus will run.
They're not really doing Baron, so kinda doesn't matter that we're bot lane. But like, you know. Nice, alright, let's go. Okay, that probably kills her still. Let's go, kitten. I have to dodge. Nice. Okay. Finally you do something, bro. I'll go take the inhib. Kind of bad that I have to, like, just mess around here alone, but it's just how it is. Okay. We're out. The Mundo isn't even standing in our way. Yeah, I don't want to go 1 versus 5 against a recalled team. I think I'll sell this for Spirit Visage. Once I get the gold for it. Do I? 1.8k? Yeah, I do. I'll get Spirit Visage with the Kempunk Chainsword. Okay, I'm even tank here. Come on. Okay. Alright, let's just play with the Jax here. He's 100% just gonna grief it. So I'm just gonna play with him. Okay, she's Anya's. It's good. Ish. A kill. Okay. Where are they? Kill them all. Okay, pretty sure I can just end the game off of this.
My destination is clear.
Never mind. Like, I'm not good at doing Baron because Darius doesn't do that much damage to like objectives. Even after like the buffs to his bleed and stuff, like, he's okay at best. I think we're fair enough to the point where we just walk into them and kill them all.
Not tolerate cowardice.
Yeah. Dude, why is this in so like alone? Like he's just playing on the bot side of the map the whole game. Back up, back up, back up. Like it's not even worth going for the Mundo's passive there, because like this late into the game, his passive has like a 15-second cooldown, and if he just picks up his thing once, he can just fully refresh it. Please smite it. Thank God. Alright, let's end the game. I'm just gonna get to this wave here. I didn't really care about anything else. You're never gonna beat me, big boy. GG, oof, what a carry. Ugh. Oof. Jesus, I don't know if I'll use that, but it was kind of an entertaining game of just me running around and walking over people with Yuumi on me. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next game. Peace out. What up guys, it's me, Rhoku, back with more Unranked 2 Master gameplay. This is probably my last bronze match because we're at like the very end of bronze basically, right? So yeah, let's just get right to it. We're up against Teemo top with Ignite. Normally you'd want to take a resolve with second wind into Teemo, but I'm going for a more aggressive tree because like their entire enemy team is very difficult for me to just like, you know, get to in general. So like, because of that, I think it's more valuable for me to go for extra move speed. Okay. Let's hope we don't get cheesed. Cool. The general idea when it comes to fighting ranged top laner is to make sure that, like, you don't get poked out of lane by them. So, this Teemo, right, he has an on-attack range of, I think, 535, 550 or so. And his Q is like, I think it's 700 range or like just outside his auto range, right? So the way you fight ranged top laners is have a circle around them, you know, like in your head. So you see how there's like this circle for my auto attacks. Have it for ranged top laners, but instead of their auto attacks, have it for like their area of influence, I guess, where they can get autos and trades out, right? They can do damage to you. Now, if a minion is in that area, right? So there's this minion and this one. Because this minion is right next to him, if I go for it, I will take damage, right? But this minion, right? Well, okay, there you go. When he backs off, that minion is no longer in his area of influence, which means that I can take it without receiving damage. That's basically what I want to do. Just take the minions that he's allowing you to get. Now, because there's a cannon, I'm going to sacrifice some HP for it. Oh, he didn't even... Okay, nice. Normally, he would just poke you for doing that cannon, right? But because it's a cannon, it's kind of worth it to take like 100 or so damage for it. In the case that you do take damage for a creep, it's generally it's okay to get like an auto attack or two. Oh. Ah, bad. If I could pull him into my minions, I could kill him here.
Never retreat.
Unfortunate. Thankfully, he didn't get too much damage off on us. One thing a lot of players don't do is fully wait out the shield tick. So like whenever you take damage, right, the Doran's shield like ticks down and heals you. And a lot of players don't even like just go back in without waiting for the D shield to sustain them fully, which is a waste of the item, right? You want to wait for it to heal you fully and then go back in. Obviously, I didn't go for my range minions there. I don't want to take too much damage from the Teemo. I'm going to be looking to pull him on the turret here. Like, this is one of the spots that you can usually get great all-ins off. God. Nice, he dies. He used everything he had, so our next all-in's gonna be a bit more free for me. I should just be able to kill him by jumping on him. And by the way, this is a Strikebreaker game. When I said that, like, oh, Strikebreaker's dead, I was kind of exaggerating, right? Like, it's still, like, your only choice when you're up against teams like this, because they're legit just all, like, hyper mobile, lots of range, lots of CC. I have to either go like Strikebreaker or like just a straight tank mythic or something like that. Oh, what? What the heck was that? Oh god. If I noticed that earlier, I might have gone the Krug. I'm killing him. And him. I knew that walking further would put me on the Shaco trap, so I pressed Q, because it would still play despite the fear. That was pretty damn good, actually. Like, really good. The Shaco just thought that, like, oh, this is a gank, right? And if they actually caught me in lane, they would kill me. But because, like, you know, when you fight Darius, you don't want to fight him like one by one, where one guy goes on him and then the other guy goes on him, because that's a wonderful way to make sure he kills everyone. The way you'll fight Darius is go in at the same time with your allies, right? So him just popping up, like right there, was a stupid idea, because Teemo like was not gonna follow up on that. Like there's no planet where the Teemo gets in range in time, right? Shaco also doesn't run flash; he runs ignite most of the time, so. By using Q, like he used Q here, walked here, in my vision, in my range, I could basically just kill him quickly before he could escape and then go on the Teemo, if the Teemo shows up, and which he did. He actually tried to save this Shaco and kill me. So yeah. If you're the Darius, you should always try to isolate people. And like, you know, if there's a group of people you want to kill and one of them's like away from them, just go on that person. I should have gone sweeper, actually. Pretty bad for me to not get sweeper here.
Never retreat.
I'll get either Merc Treads or Swifties. Swifties should be quite helpful here. Okay. When you're up into like a Teemo lane, you don't want to like step into shrooms, right? So just be careful of like the normal shroom locations. Generally speaking, if minions have like stepped over the area, it's safe. So like a way you can be kind of careful in a team lane is to just walk behind your minions, have them clear the area for you, and then you get in there.
Strength above all.
They kill a shotgun there. Shotgun has camps here, so nice. Like, because I saw that the Gromp was up, 100% Shaka will be there, right? That's how, like, you can basically predict where junglers are going to be. if there are camps, jungler will be here. If there are no camps, either the jungler is there right now, or they will, you know, like go to the other side of the map. So yeah, if camps exist, they'll be here soon. If they don't exist, like, and they aren't there, they are gonna go to the other side of the map. So if you have prio and then you put a ward down into the enemy jungle and see that, oh, there are no camps here, ward your bot side, because the jungler is gonna be, the enemy jungler is gonna be trying to go for a gank. Akshan is nice. Okay, he made himself visible by finding the Cassio. But as long as he was not in my vision, I would be very careful going for anything here. Not good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn. If I stepped over one too many shrooms. That second shroom was just the killer there. I might have been able to kill the Teemo if the Shaco wasn't there, because he didn't have Ignite. But yeah. That's just two mistakes from me, being here when the Shaco was around and also stepping into shrooms. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Let me get this actually, yeah. Let's hope it doesn't happen anymore. I got Sweeper. Now I'll be prepared for you, creature. You should go for Merc Treads, by the way. I'm just going to swift these. It's a preference thing. Merc Treads are more consistent, whereas Swifties allows me to, like, grind plays out, you know? Use the slow resist to my advantage. Because, like, there, me stepping on a shroom, the slow just killed me. But now it's, like, you know, not as effective. Jesus Christ. Gotta be a bit careful here. Okay, shotgun in here. Nice.
Stay alert.
Nothing here. Let's grab his jungle. Teemo should be busy here. I killed the minions. I'll be losing some creeps, but that's fine. Can we catch this action?
Never retreat.
It's not too late to turn around.
Jesus, he flashed. Yeah, that was my bad. I should have E'd earlier. And the slow would have gone on and I would have killed him. I think the action's still here. He hasn't recalled. They're trying to trap me. I'd normally, like, if the Xin was around here, I'd continue, right? Be aggressive, but the Xin isn't, so I'm basically just alone.
Above all.
Oof. I'd really love to go back and get my Strikebreaker right now. But I have to stay. Both for the wave and to make sure that the Xin doesn't get destroyed here. You can't, like, generally speaking, right? Junglers, unless they're super fed, are just gonna die to top laners, so it's not a good idea to leave your jungler alone. Nice. He's flashless now.
I do not tolerate
2, 3, 4.
cowardice.
Alright, I'll grab this wave, get my level 10, and back off. Perfect. Alright. Team is flashless, so I should be able to murk him with my Stridebreaker.
I have my orders.
Yeah. I've just been kind of playing with a lot, like, sorcery a lot more. Because, like, though Resolve does help with laning, right? And if you want to make sure you win the lane, Resolve is just, like, definitely the go-to. I find so many situations when I'm running Resolve where, like, the enemy is just outside my auto attack range, or, like, I just missed the Q because I wasn't able to, like, you know, run fast enough to position it. Jesus. I had my stride breaker on my 3 instead of 2 like I usually have it. Let it blow up. Okay. Akshan's dead. Shaco's dead. Free plate. But their bot lane was mid, so I should get out of here. ASAP.
I will not rest.
Okay, they're bot. Okay.
My
I'll go for the aggressive stats. If I get any more fed death stance will be really good, so I can just like sweep up a team fight. But without the games going, Stride is Sterax is my second item. I think with Sterax is just like it's more consistent, right? Like so if you're trying to like risk it all, just destroy this team fight, death stance is perfect. But if you're trying to be a bit more slow, a bit more consistent, then Sterax is way better. Because he's flashless, I can just Q Stridebreaker to start the fight against him. Where's the Shaco? Okay, they're both dead here. Jeez, come on, catch someone. Okay. Actually, we can push this under and then kill them. Provided one of these bozos takes aggro for me. Okay, nice, we get mid turret. Mid turret is huge, 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 huge. Always a good idea to, like, if you have the choice of like which turret to take, mid turret by far. It just opens up so much of the enemy jungle. The game becomes low-key unplayable for some people on the enemy team. Supports can't as easily put vision. The enemy jungler can't as easily take his camps in peace. Have to be careful because of his shrooms. Ah, God. Come on. This is so annoying. Ah, God. Ugh. Jesus Christ, man. So annoying. So annoying. Me missing Stridebreaker is such like a stupid move there. Like, that just lost me that fight, man. You cannot waste Stridebreaker. Ugh, so sad. He gets double buffs too, but I guess it doesn't matter. If my ghost next fight, I can just breathe on him and kill him.
I have my orders.
I'll go mid. Cassia's holding top for me. Once I get prio mid, I can get bot prio too. Then that should set up the dragon for us. Can I get the Shaco kill here?
Make no mistakes.
I can just land the Stridebreaker on him and kill him. I would just ghost and run at him, but like, I don't know where the enemy team players are. Not too worth the risk.
With overwhelming
Okay.
force.
Get that, get that, get that. Nice. Okay, we have vision. Fully prepared for a dragon. We should be able to get it. Shaco also had to recall here. Nice. Let's get in here to stop them from taking this objective. Is the Cassie gonna be okay up there?
My destination is
Yeah, I'll roll up there either way. Make sure she doesn't die. Should be able to kill the Shaco here. Unless that happens, careful, careful. Doesn't the Triumph heal her? Just recalling the spot there. Nice. I'll get this turret here.
An enemy has been slain.
Never retreat.
Nice. Oh no. Let's go. Ugh, no crap from me. Life over, life over. Let's get our Sterex if we need this bad boy. I need a lot of move speed items, so I might just go like... Okay, first off, we need some MR, so I'll just grab this. I'll grab the chain vest here. Actually, I'll go for the wing, but yeah. Like, I already need a lot of move speed to fight these guys properly. Without, like, a move speed advantage, I am basically not inside a fight. Like, I can't participate without being, you know, without having superior mobility. Not mobility, move speed. Yeah. I don't know if Death Dance even, like... I'll not go it. I'll go tank here. Because in the case that, like, I do die, a tank build should be better. And with a tank build, I can just stack more move speed with a dead man's and then... what's it face? Force of nature. I'm a force of nature. Bonk. You from where I was from? You be freaking dead. Alright, walking here alone would be a stupid idea because we don't have vision of anything here. And we just were shown that their team was like running around here together with the Alistar, who's a good catch champion. Oh no. Oh, Velka's just caught himself. Nice. I'll grab a fork there. By it, I meant the tank aggro. The turret aggro. Oh, no. This is bad, this is bad. I have the Akshan thing on me. And dying team would be really horrible. Because he killed one of his friends. I'll kill all of them. And him, bro. And kill more I shall.
I will not rest.
Carry that agony with you into oblivion. For the 3 people who got that reference, for the everyone else who didn't, happens. These guys are... This tomfoolery is not effective. Because they just, yeah. Like, walking around with no vision is just so, like, suicidal. I'm surprised this didn't survive this long. Nice, he actually gets out. Okay, I guess that worked out, but most of the time they don't. They just get collapsed on and killed, and we potentially lose Baron. Obviously, me, Cassia, we can just, you know, stop them doing Baron, but, you know. It's just one of those mistakes you don't want to make, because it might just cause the game to get out of control. Spiral out of control is the better term.
Never retreat.
I'm just chilling, not fighting anyone. The only person who can just catch me is Alistar. So as long as I'm avoiding him, the worst he'll do to me is just damage me a bit. Oh, this is a little crazy. Okay, that was just completely insane. A little crazy was a bit of an understatement. On the bright side, we do get... Jesus Christ. The blinds, man. The blinds. Oof. I'll sell this for merch trades. I gone past the point in lane where I actually need it. Now it's just about surviving these stuns and team fights. That was so like bad for us. Zin also can't smite, which is perfect. Like, can you hear that from the fog? It's a little bit of a League of Legends trouble moment. Actually, not the worst play. He got them off of the Baron, at least. Right? So they can't actually do it now unless they kill us. Which is a possibility, but we're going to talk about that. Rip. Nice. Oh, no. What? Okay. Alright, let's go. Nice. Nice. That was pretty good. We kill them all. I don't think I can do the Baron by myself. The thing with Baron as Darius is that like it's usually not worth it to just sit there whacking it, because you just don't even do damage to it. No, like Cassius here, it's kind of worth it. Because if I haven't been whacking this the whole time, right, I'll just be super low HP, and I have to recall. Now I can actually stay here and tank damage for the damage dealers to actually deal damage. Nice. Oh no. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Cancels thing. Okay. If he were to jump on me, I'd pull him out of the air so that he wouldn't get to us. I think going more Moosey is still the play here.
I have my orders.
Like, I know it's MR against this team, but I really want that move speed. I'm gonna go randos next, by the way, after this.
Make no mistakes.
Woof. Oh no! Let's get in here. I don't know what happened to me. Had a little bit of a stroke there. But it didn't matter. That was quite a good ultimate for the Glacier. Pretty dang good. Alright, let's get in there.
My destination is clear.
Oh. Zally got a little man. GG. Why did you do this to me? Oh, come on, let's kill him first. Whatever. Alright, GG. Pretty clean, standard game. And I'll see you guys in silver, I think, if this account ranks up quite quickly. Anyway, see ya. Oof, those stomps were so hard, it looked like I had plot armor. Let's find out why bronze players don't put up much of a challenge. The issues of bronze players boil down to these two core things: inexperience and stubbornness. Bronze players are often just players who haven't played the game enough. A lot of the things that they're bad at are just things you get better at by playing the game simply, and there's a lot of ranked anxiety that is happening in bronze, so you have to overcome that and play solo queue games. Normal games do not count because they're not a test of your skill. It's like trying to sharpen a blade. You need something that can actually, withstand it to sharpen it. And normal games are just not the whetstone for your in-game skill, let's say. And stubbornness comes into just bronze players not really understanding how to play the game. Like, a bronze person is going to go bizarre builds, bizarre rune choices, just horrible macro decisions, and it's all going to stem from the fact that they don't actually understand the game, but think they do, okay? A bronze player is going to think that they actually understand anything about the game, which in reality, they probably don't because they are bronze, right? So, yeah. And lastly, a bronze player is usually the player who's just jumping from champion to champion to champion, doesn't know their main, doesn't know their main role, just jumping all over the place, which sucks for improvement. Now, how do you get out of bronze? The biggest thing I can advise to a bronze player is this. You don't understand anything about the game. You have to accept this. This is fact. If you understood the game, you will not be bronze, okay? I don't want to insult you or whatever, but you need to understand reality before you can build upon it, because building upon just imagination is just going to result in a, just you're not going to be able to build, right? It's just not real. So you have to understand and accept the facts. Next, you have to start picking one role, one champion, spam that champion on that role, and learn things relevant to that role. Just the very simple stuff, okay? Say you're playing top lane. To get out of bronze as top lane, you gotta just spam one champion or two champions in top lane, and also learn the basic things like how wave control works, how to CS, and how to trade with your champion and win matchups and get kills and stuff like that, okay? Just the most basic or the basic of the basic stuff to really crack into the complex game that is League of Legends. It's good to start using your brain in game in terms of keeping track of cooldowns, understanding when you can go in, stuff like that. And lastly, don't innovate. Do not make up your own build or your room page. It will mostly end up in a disaster. Just find a high elo player and copy their build and make sure it's an actual proper build. Lastly, here are some things to avoid. Just, don't autopilot, don't tunnel vision on kills, don't go near too complicated champions, and don't constantly swap roles and champions. Anyway, let's get to silver.